You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White sports supporters. Well, my God, let us talk about Shedeur Sanders. Oh, God. Here we go. Yeah. So it seems that maybe Shedeur Sanders had a big Fast and the Furious marathon over the weekend. I don't know. Maybe it was like, man, I got to tell you, that Paul Walker and Vin Diesel, that shit rocks. I'm going to get on the highway and try a little, get me some of that as I'm trying to reboot my image to be a professional NFL quarterback. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Call me nuts. I can't seem to remember Tom Brady or Peyton Manning getting busted going 100 miles an hour anywhere. I did Patrick Mahomes. Has that happened? I can't. Josh Allen, even Lamar Jackson. He's fast. He's fast on the field. No, okay. I don't love this. All right, I don't. Now, would I give a shit if he was driving 70 and a 55? Hell no. But when you're driving 100 miles an hour, that's a different issue, and the state police viewed it as a different issue too for Shedeur Sanders. So let's get to this. I mean, look, driving 100 miles an hour turns into what could be construed as extremely extreme lack of awareness, self-awareness, professionalism as a quarterback. You're representing your club. And there's a lot of reaction to this on social media. So you see that headline, ticketed for going 101 in a 60. So 41 miles an hour over the speed limit. I'm trying to figure out what the excuse with that. I understand if you got to drop a deuce. Nobody wants to go in that Burger King bathroom. I get it. You know, unless you're Humpty Hump. But seriously, the Fox 8 I-Team has learned Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders was pulled over early Tuesday morning for allegedly driving over 100 miles an hour. According to Strongsville police records, an officer stopped Sanders on 71 North at 12:24 a.m. on June 17. A report states Sanders was driving 101 miles an hour, 41 miles over the posted speed limit. He was issued a citation. He can choose to fight the ticket in court or just pay a fine. The Ohio State Highway Patrol says last year more than 83,000 people were given tickets for going for speeding 20 miles over the speed limit, and more than 3,700 received tickets for going over 100 miles an hour. Well, that's a big damn difference. I mean, I'm keeping it real. So that's interesting. Judy Converse has spoken for the Ohio Traffic Safety Office saying, quote, there is no excuse for extreme speeds. Sanders was drafted, of course, in the 5th round. Shortly after arriving in Cleveland, he visited John Marshall High School, talking to students, answering questions. Yeah, the local media looks like it's trying to go on some kind of character defense situation here. Florio weighed in. I guess this is it's Michael David Smith, actually, at PFT. A speeding ticket is far from the worst offense. Yeah, I mean, if there'd have been a DUI in here, holy hell, it would have gotten real bad real fast. But this won't do anything to challenge perceptions that Sanders lacks maturity. Exactly. NFL teams look for in their franchise quarterback. Once the betting favorite to go first overall, he fell to the 5th round. Amid talks that teams were not impressed with the way he conducted himself in the pre-draft process, I literally have been talking him up because of his performance in this offseason so far. I said he's done everything right until he didn't. I mean, this is just, it's crazy. And the problem is now you go to social media. Yeah, right here. I mean, somehow people are drawing a LeBron James connection. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. But Kirby Smart reading Shedeur Sanders news today. He's got some eligibility left. Maybe he can go back to Georgia. Maybe he can go to Georgia. Seriously. I mean, God almighty. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just trusted God. Oh, and look, nobody wants to hear it's just speeding. When you get over into triple digits, you've entered a different area of irresponsibility. I mean, look, even if it was 85, okay, that's better. Well, I wouldn't be doing this video, but when you hit 100, you're now you've opened yourself up to new narratives, new news. Shedeur making all the teams who passed on him look right. See? That's what you open up. All right? Seriously. Does this impact the Browns retiring his jersey? You just justified every team's decision to pass. So, questionable decision making noted. I mean, you see it. Typical spoiled brat behavior. Bro could kill an innocent family on the road just so the entitled brat can have a joyride. Well, that brings us to something else. I literally just did a video yesterday about Henry Ruggs, who killed a woman and her dog. He was going 156 miles an hour. And yeah, is there a difference between 101 and 156? Sure. But you get the point. I mean, there's so many examples of why not to do this. Rashee Rice, Henry Ruggs. I mean, the list could go on and on. Probably a good thing he wasn't weaving in and out of traffic or anything. Or there wasn't another car involved where they could get him on racing or any of that kind of thing. I'm kind of shocked that it's only a ticket for speeding. I mean, that's kind of wild that at the end of the day, technically we're only talking about speeding, but when you get to 100 miles an hour and above, you're putting other people at risk, their lives at risk. Look, the Browns' investment. I keep talking about that in the draft process. Investment. Well, the Browns conceded and made an investment, and you're toying. Shedeur Sanders is the investment. And now he's messing around with their investment. This just gives fuel now. The whole narrative restarts on Shedeur Sanders starting today. Wow. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.